Hey, my name's James Nicholson, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to successfully apply for the recovery loan scheme. So if that's interesting to you, then make sure while you're here, you quickly subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. I've got so much content on the recovery loan scheme, in fact, the most on YouTube right now. So you're going to want to check this stuff out and be notified of all the future content as well. As well as that, I will teach you how to market your business and get more leads and more sales into any business. So this is the channel for you guys. Now, I'm going to assume that you're probably a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, business owner of some sort, and you maybe have had a difficult time recently and you want to look at the recovery loan scheme. And that's a good thing to be doing, in my opinion. Now, very quickly, I want to talk about what the recovery loan scheme is and should you be applying, who should apply and who shouldn't apply. Now, last year, we had two other schemes that were supporting business owners all around the UK, and that was the CBILS loans, which were for medium and larger businesses, and that was up to many millions of pounds. And the more common one was the bounce back loan scheme. And the bounce back loan scheme was crazy good because the government guaranteed 100% of the money. And what that meant was the lenders lent money fast. And that was really important here, that they got that money out fast to people like you to keep your business alive, right? And so those schemes, the CBILS loans and the bounce back loans, unfortunately ended on the 31st of March 2021. And they've been replaced by the recovery loan scheme. So what is the recovery loan scheme? Well, the recovery loan scheme is similar, but not quite as good, but still very good, right? It's still very, very good. And so the bounce back loans were 100% guaranteed. The recovery loan scheme loans are guaranteed up to 80%. So 80% of the money that you borrow is guaranteed to the bank that they'll get that back. And so what that means is the bank has a bit more risk this time round. They have a little bit of a risk. They have 20% that is a risk. So most of the money is going to come back to them if for some reason you couldn't pay it back or your business didn't work out, right? And so that means that banks are going to be a little bit stricter on who they lend to. And that's really important to understand this. So if you had a bounce back loan last time, good news, you can get a second loan. You can get a second loan because I know a lot of business owners use the recovery loan scheme to survive, and the bounce back loan scheme to survive, and that's what it was for. Right? And so the good news is if you took a bounce back loan, you can apply for the recovery loan scheme. Now, how do you apply and what should you do first? Well, the first thing you need to do is get everything organized. Because these are a little stricter, you're going to need to make sure a few things are in place. One is your annual return. So go onto Companies House and check that your annual return is up to date. My bounce back loan initially didn't go through because my annual return was a few days late. Just a few days, right? And so I quickly fixed that. I got it in, got my accountant to sort it out. And then that was all good, and my bounce back loan went through fine. So make sure this time round on these ones, your annual return, and the annual return is just something you need to let Companies House know all the details of your company on a regular basis. Next, any accounts that you've got outstanding, they also need to be submitted to Companies House. Right, so get your accounts up to date with Companies House, and doing that is going to really make a big difference to getting approved this time round. Not only that, maybe your accounts are already up to date with Companies House, right? And maybe they were in 10 months ago. And so what you also need to do is just to make sure that all your accounts monthly are up to date. And so you can present what's happening in your business right now. And so the good news is the recovery loan scheme, you don't need to be profitable at the moment. You don't need to be solvent even at the moment, meaning your business could be going backwards. It just needs to be a business that's viable going forward, right? So you're going to need to be able to demonstrate that. And so if you've got an older business, you can show that by history. So you can show, look, in 2019, I actually made some money, or I got some sales in 2019, right? Of course, you didn't do too well in 2020. Most businesses didn't, right? But if you're an older business, that's going to be easier. If you're not an old business and you're a newer business or a new business, then you're going to need to do some forecasts. You're going to need to do a business plan. And so you're going to need a business plan template, which you can find on Google, right? And so you're going to need to create a business plan, get that up to date, and get that ready to go in with your application. The more information you provide with your recovery loan, the more likely you're going to get through, and the more likely you're going to receive the funding that you need to grow your business, right? That's so important that you get this, guys, because so many people with the bounce back loan, they just went in their bank, applied for how much they wanted, the next day it was in their account. It's not going to be like that this time. So you need to get your accounts in order. You need to get your annual return in order. That's really, really important. You need to get up to the date accounts, right up to last month in order. Tell the bank, however good or bad it was, it doesn't matter, but it needs to be up to date. You need to demonstrate that you're someone that's running an efficient business. You then need to be able to demonstrate that your business is viable going forward. And so you can do that with forecast with a business plan, what you expect your turnover to be until the end of this year, next year, and the year after. Tell them what you can do, right? And so that's really, really, really important that all of these things go in when you do the application, right? And maybe you don't get successful straight away. And if you don't, then I've got a video on my channel that I want you to watch about what to do if you get declined or rejected, right? But these are significantly easier than borrowing normal money in a business, which is almost impossible to get. So I want you to get all of this stuff in and get applied. And then let me know how you did, right? Let me know how you did. Let me know how you did, because that's really, really important. Now, if you found this useful, then please help me out with a couple of things and stick around. I've got one more thing to share with you. One, hit the like button on this video. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification, because I've got more content on the recovery loan scheme you're not going to want to miss. And I want to give you a very special free offer. And so, look, what's more important is you figure out how to get customers going forward. And internet is where it's at, right? Everyone is looking online. We've used the internet in 2020 more than ever before in human history. So you've got to be found online. And I've written a book called Expert Mastery on how to take cold leads and turn them into red hot buyers in a matter of days. It's using my business accelerator methodology. And I want to give you a free copy of that today. And so in the description of this video is a link. If you click in the link, you can grab your free copy of Expert Mastery. So look for the link that says grab my book, and that is where you want to go. So click on there now and grab a copy of Expert Mastery. You're going to pay for the shipping. I'm going to pay for the book. You can't say fairer than that, right? So go and do that now. And if you found this all useful, the next video that comes up, there's going to be some suggested videos here. There's one that's talking about 5 steps to getting leads and sales online. I highly recommend that you go and watch that video as well after you've done all of that stuff. I'm James Nicholson. Good luck with your recovery loan scheme. Let me know how you get on. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.